Okay, so we have to move along. That's the relationship is right there, and that's how we're going to play our half-shaped G minor chord. We're going to add its modal seventh to the second key of C. That would be root. The key of anything, it would be root, whatever that root is. Okay, and that gives us the similarity to its parent major. Same thing on the third minor here. Okay, if it's an A minor shaped third, all right, this is in the E box now. Now we have a half sunken A minor shape, but hey, what are all these other notes? I mean, all right, I have a normal A minor shape here in the C box. Action fingers. But now when I'm playing that as a third, I'm going to drop it down here. It's not related to this one musically, it's related shape-wise. So we've got 7-3-5 right there. Well, guess what? That's related to the fifth, this favorite chord. You ever heard one of these? Remember, we're still in the E box. Now we're going to maintain this shape here. 5, 4, 2, 7. Okay, remember the fifth is 5, 7, 2, 4. The 5-7 chord. We're going to maintain this shape here, and the A minor is going to have that 7 and that 5 right there. That's where that comes from. Here's where this 5 and this 2 come from. Alright? So when you see a lot of people play like this, you can also play it like this, bottom. But to get both of those, you kind of have to double press this guy, both of these strings. Okay, so when we do our A minor, we tend to want to like just play this top part. Okay, you can hit the second. There's the C7. All right. Okay, so that's the relationships that we're looking for. Major, minor relationships based on the word caged. Caged goes C to A. Caged, C-A-G, A to G. Now, this is just the way that I've juxtapositioned it. Caged goes C, A to G. Caged goes C to A, C-A-G-E-D. Caged goes C-A-G-E-D. See, it's juxtaposition because here's the minor, the relative major's over here. Whereas in the beginning, here's the major, the relative minor's over here. Okay, so it's caged, C-A-G-E-D, because it just depends on which direction you're going. But you know there's that relationship between major and minor is the two shape letters that they're at. So that's the juxtaposition. That's the gist of that. Okay, so with the 5-7, you know, we can just list, and these are exactly the same. This A minor and this C 5-7 are the same as this A minor and this C 5-7. They're just shown next to each other in this particular chart. Let's move on. Okay, due to time restrictions, we're going to skip the chart 433 because I ended up redoing it with this chart, and I had this chart anyway. What do we have here? Again, this is like a little review here. This is the circle of modes. And what we do is we go, let's say we have C shape, the second minor is D minor, E minor, okay, to E major shape right here. Okay, so that's C, D, E minor, E major shape. go to G major shape, then we go to A major shape. All right, then we go to C half diminished shape. That should be a small C there, really, but it doesn't matter. Back to C. Now, if we start on D major shape, okay, we go D major shape, okay, and then we go to E minor shape. All right, then we go to G minor shape. All right, so here we're starting on D. We go to E minor shape. Then we go to G minor shape. Then we go to G major shaped. Okay, G major shape, staying on the G. And we go to A major shape fifth. Okay, and then we go to C minor shape sixth. And then we go to D major shape again. It works. It's in a circle. We'll try the A shape. Starting on A major shape. Okay, and it's up, going up a pentatonic scale. That's all we're going to do. A, C, D, E, G, A. So it's A major shape, C minor shape, D minor shape. Okay, so it's A major shape, one more time. C minor shape, D minor shape, staying on D, D major shape fourth, E major shape fifth, G minor shape sixth, okay, and then A, we'll call it A half diminished shape, and then A major shape. So it works for all three of them. Going clockwise is a pentatonic scale, caged is counterclockwise. Okay, so you know if you're starting with, let's say, a C major here, you want to go to its relative, going to the A minor shape. Okay, it's just a shape now. If we're going from a D major shape C, we want to go to its relative, go counterclockwise, we'll go to a C minor shaped A minor. All right, and in that case, the C minor shaped A minor, I guess, from the other chart, C minor shaped A minor. What we were in the D box. You can see the relationship right here. We have a D shape. Let's say a C there. Whatever, it's a D shape. Could be anything. Whatever R is, 1 to 12. And we go to a C minor shape 6. So how does that play out? Say we're doing it, I'm down here, it's going to be B flat. Like that. Now its relative minor of B flat is going to be G minor. Okay, so we're going one cage, a D goes to C. Now here's a very important thing. The word cage starts over again. It's a circle. Okay, so as we saw on that circle, the D would go to the C because we're going counterclockwise. Start the word caged over again for the sixth. Okay, so it's a C minor shape. Basically, we're going to be getting these two notes here, but we're not playing the root necessarily. I know because we don't have that many fingers. See what I'm saying? So we want that 6 because the 6 is a major part of the 6 minor. The 6 isn't part. R3, 5, 7 is the root 7th chord. 6, R3, 5 is the minor 7th chord. So we want that 5. We're going to skip this root because it's not part of the minor chord that we want to make. Good notes, but not part of the chord we want. Okay, so that's the name of that tune. Now we're going to move on to the next chart. So keep in mind the circular nature. And by the way, this chart has a little bit more about half diminished.